Good YouTube, Quinn Wade. Coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're going to talk about the Denver Nuggets. They won 121 to 115 over the Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors, they go to 39 and 30 and 20 and 14 on the road. The Denver Nuggets go to 43 and 28 and 20 and 13 at home. Denver wins the season series 2-0. They had a tough game in the first one, had a tough game in this one, but they got it done. Toronto won the first quarter 30 to 27. They lost the second quarter 30 to 23. They won the third quarter 41 to 28, but they gave up 36 points in the fourth quarter, and they only was able to get 21 of them. So they lost the fourth quarter, and they ended up losing the game. Everybody in the Toronto Raptors starting lineup scored in double figures in this one. Brandon Ingram did a lot of bucket getting, had a nice block, a nice stop on Jokic a couple times, and he was able to score on him a couple times. 36 minutes, 19 points, 7 to 12 from the field, 1 to 3 from the three-point line, 4 to 6 from the free throw line. He had 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 turnovers. He had 4 personal fouls, 1 offensive board, and a +2 and plus minus. It's just good for them to have somebody they can just say, here's the ball. We need you to get a shot, even if it's a little tough. And Brandon Ingram is a guy that can do that, and that's why he was all-star this year. R.J. Barrett, 34 minutes, 18 points. He went 6 of 14 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He missed the threes, but everything else was pretty good. He had 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers in the block, 1 offensive board, 3 personal fouls, and a -4 and plus minus. Scotty Barnes, 38 minutes. He had 15 points. He went 7 of 18 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3. He had 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 2 blocks. He's been one of their better protectors when it comes to being a defender. He's been a good rebounder for him. He's been a guy that can run offense through it, and he's a guy that can also make shots. So he did a little bit of everything tonight. Just got too hung up on the 3. Other than that, 1 offensive rebound, 4 personal fouls, 0 in plus minus. Jakob Poeltl, 35 minutes, 23 points. He ended up having the most points on the team, which is something that you probably wouldn't think would happen, but he did. He had a good advantage of being fast and had a good touch and just getting the ball up fast and quick enough to lay it in or get close enough to the basket to get an easy bucket to go in. He just had to finish it at that point. 10 to 14 from the field is a good job because he only missed 4 shots, but he also went 3 to 6 from the free throw line. He did have 11 boards, so that's a double-double. He had 2 assists, no turnovers, and 2 steals. 5 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and was a -2 and plus minus. Emmanuel Quickly, 34 minutes, 15 points. He went 6 of 11 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. He did do a good job of picking when to pass and when to score and getting his shots up that he liked and feel comfortable with, and it was a good game from him. 1 turnover. He also had 3 steals, good anticipation. He sees the ball coming. Let me make a play on it and see if I can get that thing. 2 personal fouls, 0 and plus minus. Jacoby Walter, 23 minutes, 14 points. He went 4 of 6 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a -12 and plus minus. Good game from him. Just took really good looks, found a way to get open, then was able to knock him down, and he also tried on defense. Jamal Shade, 21 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 7 from the field, 0 of 3 from the three-point line. He missed his only free throw. He had 2 rebounds and 5 assists. The 5 assists ended up being the most on the team off the bench-wise. He did have 1 turnover, 1 offensive board, 3 personal fouls, was a -9 and plus minus. Just running the offense is something that's important, especially when you have Quickly out there before you, and just making sure people get their looks and still trying to find a way to give them spacing and keep the ball moving too. And Shea did a good job of that. Jamison Battle, he ended up having 3 points in 6 minutes. He went 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He had 1 rebound, 1 assist, no turnovers, no personal fouls, and was a -5 and plus minus. Sandro, 14 minutes, 4 points. He went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a 0 and plus minus. And then you look at the Denver Nuggets, they ended up playing a really, really good game. They started to figure things out, things started to go their way. And then it was just about can they make the shots to keep up with the Raptors, and then they was able to do that. Then it was just about can they close out the game without turning it over and messing things up, and they got that done. And this one, Aaron Gordon was big, 29 minutes, 16 points, 6 of 10 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 block, 1 offensive board, 2 personal fouls, and a -4 and plus minus. He hit some good shots and had a nice and one layup that worked and kept them going and chugging along. Cameron Johnson, 31 minutes, 6 points. He went 2 of 7 from the field, 0 of 4 from three. He went 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and a +7 and plus minus. Uh, yeah, so he didn't have the games that he's been having the other nights, but he ended up playing good ones before this one. This one was more of a step back in what he's been doing, especially on the offensive end. But he still did the small things that you have to do to help win games. Nikola Jokic, 37 minutes, 22 points. He went 9 of 14 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Good scoring from him, just taking his time, finding what the defense is trying to do, and just making the right decision after that. And he did get to a point where he was just looking to score sometimes too. Things just wasn't going the right way, so he said, "I got to get a basket." You do have a shot clock, so you can't just hold the ball the whole game and just try to find a way to get a pass off just to get a stat. And that's something that you have to like about Jokic since he doesn't do it. He did have 8 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 turnovers, a steal, and a block. 2 offensive rebounds, 5 personal fouls, and a -2 and plus minus. Jamal Murray, 40 minutes. That ended up being the most on the team. He did make the free throws. That worked out. He hit some clutch shots. He can step up, and that's why they love him. That's why they paid him. That's why he's still on this team, because he's part of the foundation of this team. He's an important pillar. 10 of 18 from the field, 2 of 6 from three, 9 of 10 from the free throw line for him. 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls, and a +2 and plus minus. Christian Braun, 33 minutes, 11 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal foul, and a -8 plus minus. A good game from Christian Braun. He's gonna try to find a way to be right where you need him to be, and then it's about can he make the shot or make the pass. Spencer Jones didn't start, but he played 18 minutes. He missed his only shot. I'm surprised he only took one shot the entire game in 18 minutes. That's a lot of time not to take a shot. He was just looking for his teammates and just providing space, and then saying, like, if you can find me, I try to. If not, I'm gonna find a guy that's hot or give it to the guy I feel that's gonna make the shot. Sometimes it works that way. 3 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers, 1 offensive board, 3 personal fouls, and a +7 and plus minus. Tim Hardaway Jr., 28 minutes. That ended up being the most. Off the bench, he had 23 points. He went 8 of 16 from the field, 7 of 10 from three. A big reason why they got the win. I mean, if it's open, he's been good for them. It's tough to make threes, even if they open. It's the hardest shot in the game. But I really love what he's been able to do for them this year. He's been a breath of fresh air for them. 4 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a +12 and plus minus. Tyus Jones, 3 minutes, 1 rebound, no turnover, no personal fouls, and a +3 and plus minus. And then Bruce Brown, 21 minutes, he had 12 points. He went 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Good scoring from him. I really like what he was about. He just understands how to hit a wide open three, how to get open for it, how to get to the basket, and how to defend. So he's been a good addition on his roster this year, and he's been one of their more consistent players. He had 3 rebounds, 2 turnovers. He also had 1 personal foul and a +13 and plus minus. The Denver Nuggets, 54% from the field, uh, 51% from the Raptors, 47% from three for the Nuggets, 32% for the Raptors, and then 25 free throws for the Denver Nuggets, 76% for the Nuggets, 74% for the Raptors, 38 rebounds for the Nuggets, 40 for the Raptors, 26 assists for the Nuggets, 32 for the Raptors. 10 turnovers, both teams had that. 5 steals for the Nuggets, 8 for the Raptors. 2 blocks for the Nuggets, 4 for the Raptors. 9 offensive rebounds for the Nuggets, 11 for the Raptors. Both teams had 29 defensive rebounds. Then he had 20 personal fouls for the Nuggets, 24 for the Raptors. A very good game. I mean, I like what the Raptors was doing. They had a lot of success in this game, and they played the game the right way. They just came up a little short. Obviously, the Nuggets made tougher shots. They was able to make their shots more consistent. They was able to make the threes better, and they also was able to match their intensity, especially getting to the free throw line. And that can be frustrating sometimes because sometimes you want to play hard defense, and then the refs kind of get in the way of that. And it's part of the game. You want to be physical. You want to put as much muscle in it as you can to make it difficult for them to be able to score or make it. But tonight, both teams was rewarded with the free throws, and the Nuggets shot a little bit more. They just shot better. So the Nuggets, they getting it going. They got to keep it going, though, because, man, they haven't looked that good against a lot of teams, man. They need to get back winning. This is a season, like I said before, where the Nuggets could actually not even win 50 games. And if you would have told that to me coming into this season, I would have thought you was crazy, because the Nuggets are just that good and they just that respected. Even when they haven't been playing their best basketball, we've been still giving the Denver Nuggets the benefit of the doubt because we feel like they will figure it out and they will challenge anybody because of the talent, because of the coaching, because of Jokic, because of Murray, and the supporting cast that they do have around them. But at the same time, they haven't won the championships in a while. They got one. They haven't been back to the finals. So they's trying to get this last run in because players getting older and players are breaking down, and there's only so much time you can have at the top. They had their time at the top. They're trying to climb their way back up, but people want to push you back down because they want their time too. And they got to realize that and play with more urgency. They got to play with more fight. They got to have that fire in their belly. And that's what they're going to need, because I feel like they just been real relaxed and real cool a lot of the times. And teams like, give me that ball. Play a little harder. If you're not, we just going to blow you out. If you're not, we just going to beat y'all. We feel that we can play y'all. We feel that we can compete with y'all. We feel that we on y'all level. And the Nuggets got to respond better, and they got to be more feisty, even on the defensive end, even on the offensive end. And, this was one of them games where they got their type of shots and they got their type of things that they wanted to go their way. And the Raptors did help that a little bit too. But I do want to see more from the Nuggets. I do want to see what they made of. Like I said, they haven't got it done in a while. And it is getting to a point where what do we need and what can we get to that level? Michael Porter Jr. don't seem like he was a problem. He's looking good in Brooklyn, but Cam Johnson is playing a little bit better lately, but it still don't seem like it's enough. And we felt that if you get rid of Michael Porter, he's the issue. He's the problem. Let's make him the scapegoat. And let's find a way to get more depth, fix more problems on our roster than we did last year. And they did that, but it still looked like they a little bit away from being a title contender. And even if you feel that they're close, you're looking at what they did before and not how they're really playing right now. And how they playing right now, they definitely seem like a team that can lose in the first and second round easily. And at the same time, we do have love and respect for them. So we just got to keep it realistic. This is what we see now. This is what they doing now. And they haven't had a lot of time on the court together because of the injury. So I do want to see how they finish this season, and I do want to see how they mindset and how they play changes, because they need a little bit more push to them. They need a little bit more to them. And they just don't have it. But they still got this win. This is a good one, and we'll see what they do for the rest of the season. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.